What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video doesn't need an introduction. You guys already know what time it is. Let's roll to the intro and let's get started. You don't get in a car like this and smile, there's something wrong with you. What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the Bad LSX Garage. Now, I know I said in the beginning that I wasn't going to do an intro, but here's the thing. There may be some newcomers here, or they may be somebody stopping by that wants to know what's going on, so let's explain it to them. This is my 2011 Street Glide. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just a regular plain Jane 2011 Street Glide. Now, 2011 was a weird year for Harley-Davidson Street Glides and road glides alike, because half of them came with a 96 cubic inch motor, the other half came with 103s. Now, I don't know how that was decided. I don't know if it was an early year design or if they just mixed and matched and whatever happened, happened. But this particular bike does have the 96 cubic inch, a good stout motor. Some will argue that probably one of the better motors that Harley even came out with, even better than the 103. I don't know. We shall find out. That's why we're here. Anyways, let me just give you a quick rundown because many people have asked what is done right now to this 96 cubic inch. We do have a Screaming Eagle air sucker air cleaner on here. The cam chest has been gone through. It's got fueling tensioners. It has the Andrews 48H cams in it. Timken bearings. It's all been redone by me. It does have the factory head pipe on it, but it has been deleted. There's no cat. Through Tab Performance mufflers. And guys, that's pretty much it. We do have S&S adjustable lifters and little stuff like that. But as far as that goes, this is your basic run-of-the-mill that you see every day 96 cubic inch. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video on how to build a 96 to a 103 on the cheap, you need to go back and watch that video. It's informative as well. But here's a quick rundown on this. These are jugs and pistons that I purchased couple of years ago. I don't have hardly anything in them. Matter of fact, this whole rebuild stuff that I've got going on, you're looking at $455, $460. So that's including the jugs and pistons. That's including me dingle ball honing these, gaskets, rings. I actually bought some rocker lockers. I'm gonna try those out as well. And even picked up some copper spray gasket, because I hear that's some good stuff. I'm going to assume, since you're watching this video, that you're mechanically inclined, that you know what's going on. But if you don't, this may not be the video for you, and you may not want to try this job on your own. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing here, but I'm not going to go through great depths about how to take off the tank, the bags, the exhaust, etc. If you can't do that on your own, you don't need to be tearing into this engine. However, when we do get to the engine, I will tell you bolt sizes and what I'm doing and stuff like that. Right now, let's get this stuff off. Here's where we're at the moment and where we're going to. As you've seen, I've got the tank off, seats off, bags off, exhaust is off. Well, as good as can be anyway for now. I believe that these oxygen sensors or O2 sensors are going to be the bane of my existence. So to keep from losing my mind, they're going to stay there for now, and we're just going to try to work around this exhaust the way it is. I think I can get to everything. So next on the list to be taken off will be the Screaming Eagle Big Sucker air cleaner. Get that dude out of the way. Start unplugging these plugs from the throttle body, then remove the throttle body, and then start with the rocker boxes. Then that's when the fun starts. We can actually start digging down in here and getting things going. One thing that I did want to show you guys, these plugs. These plugs, I can't remember, I want to say 8,000 or 10,000 miles on these plugs, but they are horrible. I don't know if it's a tune issue or what's going on, but they look super lean and they look oily. The bike run really good, so I didn't smoke or anything. So I'm kind of confused with this whole situation. I don't know, I guess when we get deeper down in there, we'll see what's going on maybe. But if you have any ideas about what's going on here, put it down in the comment section. I'd like to hear them. Okay guys, I've got some updates for you. You've seen we took the rocker boxes off. That was not that big a deal. Unplugged the sensors. Actually had to pull this sensor off. I just didn't want to break it. You probably don't have to pull it off. Pulled the injector plugs, got everything ready. Come over to the left side of the motorcycle, remove the horn. You've got 2 bolts that actually goes in, one in each head, and that just removes that. Pull it up out of the way. You have a sensor right here you have to unplug before you can remove the horn because it's all attached together. Just pull it up and just drape it over the way. You ain't got to remove everything. Now, here comes in a little bit of aggravation. This side of the throttle body bolts you can get to. There's one here I've actually removed. Let's get you in there. One right there that I've removed and one right here that I've removed. But as soon as you go back over to the right side, you cannot, I mean, you can get to them, but you can't get any sort of leverage on it. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to take these lower rocker boxes off. And to do that, well, that's a process in itself, and let's talk about it. Now, a lot of people freak out about this. This is when people quit. This is when people take their bike to a bike shop, or they don't even start on their project because they're scared of this one part right here, and it's the base circle. There's a lot of explanations out there about the base circle, how to get to the base circle, but the best explanation I've heard ever, honestly, is Professional Monkey. He's a YouTuber such as myself, and he just messes around and tinkers with bikes, and he's probably got one of the best explanations there is out of everybody. I'm going to try to dumb it down as well and add to it if I can, but we'll see how it goes. If you have a spring, any kind of spring with a lot of pressure on it, I'll just automatically take that pressure off, things are going to fly. That spring's going to fly. It's going to hurt things, hurt yourself possibly. So this is what we're trying to avoid when we talk about the base circle. And let me explain what I'm saying here. So we're going to act as if this right here, my finger is a cam. It's a cam lobe. Okay, as you're going up this cam lobe, let's say this is a lifter. This lifter is staying in spot, but as this cam is turning, the lifter is rising up. With that rising up, there's also a push rod that goes down inside that lifter. Okay, that push rod in turn hits a rocker arm. That rocker arm pivots when it goes up and down. When that rocker arm pivots down, it pushes on a spring, which in turn pushes down your valve. So keep this in mind. When you're opening the valve, it's actually coming, and the spring, more tension on the spring. When it's riding up this lobe, there's tension on that spring and the valve is opening. So you don't obviously want to take anything apart at this point. If you do, it's going to hurt you. It could possibly cause the valve to smack up into the head and cause problems. It's just a no-no. So when we talk about base circle, it's not this part right here. It's not the lobe. It's the flat part. So what you want to do is get your cam on the base lobe, which is the flat part around through here. That way both valves are closed. There's no tension on this spring, and then you can take everything apart without hurting yourself or the bike. So I have to remove these push rods because obviously the bike's coming apart. How do I do that? I pick which cylinder I'm going to work on because you can't work on both at the same time. It has to be one or the other. So I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to find the base circle for this cylinder. And how do I do that? You're going to remove the plugs, obviously, and you're going to get your bike into 6th gear. Now, make sure it's in 6th gear. You might have to pull and then come back here and rotate your tire until it clicks, and then keep doing it until you're in 6th gear. Hopefully you guys seen that base circle is not that hard to find. You just got to know what to look for. Right now I'm taking off the breather system for this back cylinder. Now, when taking these rocker arms off, not only with this but the head as well, you want to loosen them. You don't want to go through and just fully take them out. And just crack them loose, each one of them, and then go back and just keep going over them. And what that does is, if there is any type of pressure on there, that it will get the pressure off and won't hurt anything. And they may be tight. So finagle in here. You can get them out. You just gotta work with it. Here's our push rods. That one's a little tight coming out there. There we go. Have to pull the head bolts, which is not that big of a deal. 4 on this head and 4 on this head. They do require a 12-point socket. If you don't have one, you need to go get one. It's a 1/2 inch, and you have the 2 right there. Hope you can see that. And then, you have the 2 right there. Now you also want to, when you take these out, do them the exact same way as before. Loosen a little bit, just crack it loose, each one, go back and then a half turn, and relieve that pressure evenly. Little unprofessional tip here. At the top of these push rod tubes and at the bottom are O-rings. Those O-rings seal in the top of the head and also seal at the bottom. Just make sure that those O-rings are either in the head or in the bottom or on the tubes, because you don't want to lose them and drop them down in the motor. That might be a bad day.
You know what time it is.
Who was that? Hello? Did you guys see who that was? Where'd they go? Hello? Well, that's just creepy. That's a little strange. Hello? Where'd they go? Unfortunately, he was right, though. It is that time, but where did he go and how did he know what time it was? Hello? Well, I don't know, but he was right. It is that time. It's time to call it quits for the day. And I'm sorry, I know it sucks. Right when we get so close and we're having so much fun, it's time to quit, but that's just the way it is. I've come to find out that people's attention span isn't what it used to be. About 20 minutes or less, that about does it. And I've probably got an hour's worth of footage to smush together to try to get 20 minutes of knowledgeable footage so you guys can enjoy it. Anyways, if you've liked this video, seriously, go down there and give me a big thumbs up. It helps us out. And if you haven't yet, you need to subscribe.
Go down there and hit that like and subscribe button.
What in the world? Hey, listen, I've had enough of this. I appreciate the help, buddy, but I can do this on my own. I appreciate it. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna go. This guy's freaking me out a little bit. You know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe like always. You ready? Are you ready? Peace. I'm out. Hello? Hello? Hello?